Yeah, welcome back to Fight Week on Fox Sports. Gents, if you thought the main event featured entertaining fighters, I think the co-main event might have them beat. Julianna Pena, Kayla Harrison, well, they've certainly got a really intriguing rivalry. It's just fun to watch, isn't it, Vol?
It is. Well, you've got the main event where it's sort of, playful and fun.
Yeah.
But there's real bad blood in this co-main event. You can already see it. Now it's going to even ramp up even more. We'll see how it goes this week.
Yeah, and Kayla Harrison has really been earmarked as UFC champion for the longest time. Rob, obviously a champion in PFL, Olympic Gold Medalist. I wonder how this moment is feeling for her in terms of like, okay, it's finally here, the moment that I've dreamed of my whole life.
100%. It's also comes with a lot of pressure. You know, being kind of the golden girl, the show pony, the one expected to run through everyone, to be the next champion. It comes with a lot of pressure. And now that she's up on the plate against, Pena, who is going to be fighting from the first minute through to the 25th, let's see how she comes out of it. Let's see if she maybe goes a bit too hard early rounds, if she can last and sustain herself through 4-5, if she can fight that war of attrition, that dogfight that Pena wants to take it to. I'm very curious to see how this fight goes out.
Well, I mean, physically, I don't think there's anyone in the division that can... maybe Amanda Nunes that can maybe handle them that first round. Maybe. But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, she's comes out the gates, and she is strong.
Definitely.
But them later rounds is what we
I'm so curious because with the bad blood between them, with the pressure of everyone's expectations, with the pressure of it being a title fight, how much does she expend in those first 3 rounds? We know Pena can go the whole 5. We know she can sustain herself through the whole 5. Yeah, I guess that's the mystery question. That's what everyone's kind of wondering.
That pressure is probably going to continue, obviously, during the week now. They're just going to be in each other's face. A lot more is going to be said. There's probably going to be a lot more talk about them because of the bad blood and what they're saying. So, I'm hearing you.
And Kayla Harrison hasn't won a 5-rounder in quite some time, whereas Juliana Pena has become well accustomed to that, certainly recently. I guess that works in her favour, considering this is a championship fight, Vol.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. She's tough. And she's mentally strong. And look, man, if you can hang with Amanda Nunes and even do that, I don't care even if it's on an off night. If you're able to do that, you are pretty special. You know what I mean? So if that Juliana Pena turns up this weekend, it's going to be a tough one for Kayla for sure.
Definitely. Going in there twice with Nunes, I'm sure takes you to another level. Nunes is remarkable. So to have gone those fights, to have won one of them, to be in the position that she's in now, I think she's stacked the chips up in her favour against Kayla.
And she's a massive underdog as well. She's a massive underdog, and I'm like, man, I'm telling you, them later rounds, it's going to be interesting. I know Kayla's a great fighter, but just let's see how this 5-round goes. I think it is going to go to a decision. So that's what the first 3 rounds. That 3rd round, let's see what happens in that 3rd round. That's what I think. That might be the key round right there.
Well, it's a pleasure right now to be joined by the queen of the bantamweights, Juliana Pena. Juliana, thanks ever so much once again for your time on Fox Sports. How have you been enjoying your reign as champion once again?
Hello, thank you for having me. And, not a whole lot changes except for the title champion. And I've always been a champion in my heart and in my mind. So it's just a tangible thing that you can hold and touch. And it's nice to have. But it doesn't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. I always imagine us being a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert and life is fleeting. So just be a good person. And that's the only thing that matters.
Juliana, Volk here, just with the fight, like a 5-rounder, and I think you're going to give a lot of problems with the 5 rounds. Are you looking to come out the gates with her, like I feel like she's going to do, or are you looking to slow her down and break it down and really use those later rounds as well?
I definitely think that I am fighting at the pace that the fight comes at me. So if she comes at me guns a-blazing, I have no choice but to defend guns a-blazing. If she wants to try to set a pace, we can do that. The great thing about me is that wherever the fight takes place, I can win off of my back. I can win off of the cage. I can win on the feet. So I have many more paths to victory than she does. And I think that that's what's going to be the determining factor in this fight for me.
Hey, Juliana, Rob here. So, for one, I think your headspace and mindset is outstanding. And I thought your last fight was super impressive. Tell me how you've achieved great things. You've 2 titles now, children. how do you stay hungry? How do you keep trying to push up that hill to that next horizon?
I just still feel like there's so much fight left in me, Robert, and I just feel like I have so many things still left to do. I am the first woman to give birth and to win a title, and the first woman to give birth and win a title a second time, and I'm the only woman to have ever done that in the sport's history. So I want to do it a third time, and that's the goal right now. And after I do it the third time, I want to do it the fourth time and the fifth time. I want to do it. It's never enough for me, and I want more, 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 more. So I just have these goals that I want to attain, and I want to be that lady at 60 years old that calls up Dana and says, "Give me a fight, Dana. I'm ready to go." Because the fight it lives inside of me. It's something that is who I am, and it's been such a gigantic part of my life. I don't ever want it to be over. I want to be fighting until I kick the bucket.
You are amazing, absolutely amazing.
Juliana, Kayla Harrison is an Olympic gold medalist. She has 6 knockouts on her professional record. How can you possibly prepare for somebody who is so well-rounded, who so many others have struggled to figure out?
Well, if you look at her beginning record, she's fighting girls that have really poor records or no fight experience, or they never fought again after they fought her. So I don't take into consideration too much all of these padded records. And then there's other fights in there, like 3 5-round decisions against the same girl, you know, and she lost one of those fights. And so I'm not taking into consideration too much about the whole mystique of the 18-1. I have made the mistake of trying to put somebody into my head on this pedestal and thinking, oh no, 17-time Muay Thai world champion, how am I going to beat them? Or, you know, kickboxing since they were 5 years old. And then when they get inside the octagon, I'm winning the fights and I end up having them backing up. I have fought Olympians before and have been successful. And the only thing that I focus on is what I do and what I know I can do. And so I just have to keep my blinders on. I'm a Kentucky Derby horse. I'm not looking to the left or to the right. I'm looking down the finish line and focusing on my #1 star player, and that is me, myself, and I. I know what strengths I possess. I know much heart, grit, will, determination that I have inside of me. And once that pin gets locked inside that octagon, it's time to go to work, and I have a job to do. And if I can focus on doing my job, I should be just fine.
Well, just on that loss that you mentioned, do you go back and study that fight that she had against Larissa Pacheco and look at how Larissa was able to find shots against her?
I did, yes, I did, as well as my team. We definitely did look at that. We looked at all of her fights.
And that one, for me, I just, you know, you seem so mentally strong and you're confident, and there's a bit of bad blood between you and Kayla. Are you going to use, like, you know, the press conference, are you going to try and get in their head knowing that you're so mentally strong? Can you use that as a tool to sort of start that process of breaking it down? Because knowing that, you know, you're going into the 5-round fight, is this something that you're going to use now that there's a bit of bad blood? Can you use this to your advantage?
The bit of bad blood stems from Kayla and her not having the ability to take accountability for the things that she has done and the things that she has said. She's been talking trash about me before I even knew what her name was. When I beat Amanda Nunes that night, she's sitting octagon side cussing and saying all sorts of obscenities, and she was very upset at me. And then she said in the media that it was going to be the media's fault that they get this girl injured and that they get this girl hurt, and you, the media, are going to have blood on your hands for giving Juliana this delusion to make her think that she could stand a chance against fighting me inside of the octagon. Or, you know, her and her manager saying recently in an interview that they were going to catch a murder charge and that there was going to be a murder against me and that she was going to murder me. So there's this aspect of her being like, oh, I feel sorry for Juliana. I don't know why she's so angry all the time. It's like, excuse me, I'm a Latina and a woman with some integrity and a whole lot of passion, and you're not just going to say these things and get, you know, away with it without me defending myself and without me wanting to fight back verbally before we fight back physically. And that's what's so great about this sport is I can say whatever I want. I could say nothing at all and then be like another fighter that nobody really cares about. Or I could say everything and have people want to be invested and want to watch me fight, whether they're invested in my success, whether they're invested in my failures. I don't care. The moral of the story is we can talk all the trash we want, but the beauty of this sport is we're going to get locked in that cage and we're going to find out either way. We're going to put all this to rest on Saturday night.
Juliana, we spoke to Amanda Nunes here on Fox Sports not too long ago, and she told us that she's willing to come back to fight the winner of this bout. We know how much you've been wanting to fight Amanda again. How much of a motivation is that for you?
Right now, I don't care about Amanda Nunes. Right now, I feel like she's just sitting back watching me do her dirty work. And, you know, I knew that she retired too early and that she wasn't done with the sport. And that's why I booed her when she was retiring, because I knew it was just a thing that somebody just needed to hand her the Oscar for most dramatic, because I knew she was going to be coming back into this sport and I knew that she wasn't done. With that being said, forget about her. I got bigger fish to fry, and that's Kayla Harrison on Saturday night.
Juliana, you're one of the most entertaining fighters inside and outside the octagon. We always love watching you fight. Thanks ever so much for your time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All the best,
guys.
Juliana.
I appreciate the time. Thanks, guys.
There she was, Juliana Pena. Always great to chat to her.
I was already like, you know, I really want to see how this fight goes. Obviously, because I think, you know, the 5 rounds, Kayla's going to come strong, and then I know Pena's going to, you know, come back. So I'm already interested. And then hearing her chat and like the bad blood, and like she is like, now I'm like, okay, I'm a little more invested now. She's right.
Exactly as she said when she was like, oh, I could say nothing and be one of the fighters that people don't care about, or I can say things, get people invested. She got me invested.
Yep.
I'm invested now, so I look forward to seeing them clash.
Gents, always a pleasure having you guys on the show. Great to have the team back on set.
back in
And thank you at
business.
home for watching, of course. You can order the pay-per-view. Mainevent.com.au is the site to go. Enjoy the fights. We'll see you next time right here on Fox Sports.